Module 9, Gradebook. The last tool in the Gradebook is a drop-down option that includes Gradebook settings. You will access Gradebook settings only a couple times a year, so it's easy to forget that it resides under the More button. Clicking on the More button, Settings is our first option. We will examine the other areas later, but for now, let's click on Settings and dig into those. The first window that opens is Display Options. Since most of these settings by default are best practice, let's look at some you may want to adjust and what they do. Under Column Header Information, you may want to adjust how your assignment columns look in your gradebook. By default, the title, assignment type, due date, and point value will display. However, you can adjust the title to an abbreviation or opt to include an assigned date. The next area you may want to consider adjustments is under Default Displays. This is the order in which assignments appear. You can group them so all assignment types are next to each other, daily next to daily, minor next to minor, and major next to major. Or you can have them go from oldest assignment to newest, and vice versa. Also under Default Displays, you can adjust how student names display and how they are sorted. The Gradebook Access tab simply shows you what information is viewable by different people. Perhaps the most important portion of the Gradebook settings is the Grade Calculation tab. Some of this information will be grayed out and set by default, but there are still very important elements that teachers need to enter. The first item that needs to be set up are the assignment types. For the majority of classes, this will consist of daily, minor, and major assessments. However, some classes may also use lab or composition assignment types in their grading too. Once assignment types are indicated, you can assign a weight to them. Your weight total must equal 100. This includes classes that may have a semester exam. The gradebook must always tally to 100. Semester exam weights will be calculated in a different location. Next to the weight column is a spot where you can indicate the number of assignments, if any you would like, dropped from the grade calculation automatically. For example, if you want to drop the lowest quiz grade for students, you may want to put a 1 under minor assessments. This will tell the system to always remove the lowest minor assessment grade from a student's grade calculation. The last column is for default max points. Generally, this is 100, unless using a points-based grading system. You will see a list of classes you teach that you can duplicate and apply these grade calculations to. Just check the sections that these calculations apply to, and the system will copy that information. Finally, scroll down. Year-long classes need to apply calculations to the second semester following the same steps. Be sure you have calculation information entered for both first and second semesters. Now that we have settings covered, we will learn about some other gradebook preferences and the process for actually recording grades.